Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Terry. Welcome back to another edition of Remounting today. And today I decided that I needed to remount this. This is Epidendrum Parkinsonianum, and these typically get a little bit of a dry rest in the wintertime after they've completed their growths, and usually they like that rest to last until signs of new growth. I'm starting to see some new roots on the plant. Can't really see them now, but they're kind of red tipped and they're peeking out right there before it reaches the mount. But this has been on this mount since I got this plant a few years ago from Brookside Orchids after I lost my other Epidendrum Parkinsonianum. So it's been a few years and it has been on this mount since I got it, as I said. So it's time for me to get it off of this mount, get it some fresh moss, take a look at the roots. I'm sure the roots are okay. I haven't seen any bugs on the plant, which is great. And I'll probably just put it back on the same mount because I really like the shape of the mount and it seems to fit the growth habit of the orchid very well. These are pendant orchids. This is a species. I was just looking at this book that I haven't looked at in a while. Fairly simple, basic book, but under Epidendrum it did list Parkinsonianum. That's what the flower looks like. It's right here, which is very fragrant. It's from Central America, Mexico on down, I believe. It says it's a large, free branching plant. Branches by the rhizome. Flowers, many showy flowers at different periods of the year, most frequently from spring to summer. Water needs to be regular throughout the year, but I think they need a little bit of a rest. That's what I've heard. Well, slightly less for specimens on a cork. Although the plant branches freely, it should not normally be divided because they're slow to rot. And this plant has been, I've been told over the years that it has been, it doesn't like to be disturbed once it has acclimated itself to a mount. But in this case, I really need to get that moss off. And the only way to really do it is to just cut it off of this mount. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do it and not really muck about, me. Like I said, I've already been inspecting this plant because one of the reasons that I lost one of the plants, I had two Epidendrum Parkinsonianums at one time. One of them was, they both were mounted. One of them got scale really bad and it was just difficult to control it. And so, because there's just so many little parts all up inside of the axils and down inside of the roots, it's just really hard to get. And so it ended up dying, and it's really hard to buy a seedling of this plant when you had a specimen. Well, it was almost a specimen. It was approaching bloom size. But I was able to find this at Brookside's. Size was comparable, and it has worked out well for me. I've had this plant probably a couple of years now, and it's time to get it off of this mount and off of, it is, I am almost thinking that I could probably just tease some of this out. No, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull it all the way off. Although some of these roots, maybe it is actually stapled. Yeah, it was actually, and I might leave that. I've seen there's a piece of wire that's holding the plant more into, and you can see it's attached to the back, and I just kind of pulled it out. But I'm gonna leave that, if I can stick it back in there. Yeah, I found it. So that I can easily attach it back to that. So now I'm just really working my best to get most of this old moss out. And a lot of the roots that are up here, some of them are good, but I'm not, I'm just gonna do the best that I can ones that aren't so brittle. The ones that aren't so brittle aren't the ones that I need to really be concerned. The ones that are brittle aren't the ones that I'm concerned about. So those can easily be just stripped away with the old moss. Because the roots that I am most concerned about are to the back of the plant. As you can see, these roots that are right here, if I'm showing them on the camera, you see those? They're like red tipped right there. You see there's a group of 3 and there's a pseudobulb, a new pseudobulb right here. Those are the most important roots. And those red tip roots they nice? Aren't they so nice? It surely says something is happening here. Red alert. Stop. Do not pass. Go. Look at me. Look at me. I'm pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around so I make sure I don't F it up as far as me not seeing any other activity going on. Okay, and you know, honestly, that is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good, I would say. Yeah, I would definitely say that's pretty good. I got all the moss off. Got new moss right here soaking. And I may not, because the way that it is sitting is pretty low. I wish it was sitting up higher, because those roots, although they are up here, yeah, I suppose I could put it up here. And moss. I'm gonna lay moss, not just on the upper part, but I'm gonna put it on the mount as well, because the plant grows one on top of the other in a pendant fashion. So it will benefit from the extra moisture. These do like a little bit more moisture when they are in active growth, as most epidendrums do. This one is no different. So that is my thinking. So yeah, I'm putting a thin layer more on top just to get a little bit more moisture. And then I just am taking my string and wrapping like such. And make sure I get in here so that some of the inside of the plant is firmly attached to the wheel. No, I'm just gonna leave. I might actually put that little piece of wire back on there, but for now I'm just going to do it like this. I think just wrapping it like such is gonna be the best thing. Making sure we get the roots. And the roots, the new roots are in this area right here, covered by moss. So you can see already that it is hanging. So all I have to do is cut the string and tie the end very simply. And I don't have my pencil to date it, but the label is there. I will do that as soon as I turn this video off. But there is my mount. That is Epidendrum Parkinsonianum, Colostylus, now as it is called, Colostylus Parkinsonianum. Bucket list orchid, in my opinion. Everybody should have it. Very fragrant. Very nice wine as well. Barolo from Vieti Winery, 1999. That's the year. But anyway, folks, this has been a long one, and sorry about that. Kind of went on and on, but it had to be done. And thanks for watching again. Enjoy your orchids.